Last breath. I like stories that are unbelievable, and it's crazy when you realize they're actually real. You're just blown away. It's amazing to think that sometimes the real world around us is crazier than the stories we make up. Stories like this really happened in real life. Aside from the fact that the diver Chris Lemons survived without oxygen, it's a miracle that he was able to find the platform when it was completely dark.
Not good. Dive!
Directed and co-written by Alex Parkinson, Last Breath tells the story of a saturation diving accident that happened off the coast of Scotland in 2012. I did not even know that saturation diving was a thing. First off, what is a saturation diving? Saturation diving is when divers go underwater. They need special air to breathe, cold breathable gas. This gas has oxygen, but also other gases like nitrogen. These gases get into our muscles and dissolves over time. The deeper you dive and the longer you're underwater, the more these gases build up your body because of the pressure from the water. If a diver comes up too quickly, all the gases in their body will try to escape all at once, causing a painful and dangerous condition called the bends. So the deeper you dive, the longer you need to slowly come back up so your body can safely get rid of the gas. Saturation diving happens when divers really go deep, sometimes as deep as 1,000 feet, and stay down for a long time. The gas in their body completely saturate their muscles, which means they need to slowly decompress for days or even weeks after the dive. Chris Lemons, Duncan Alcock, and Dave Uwasa were diving to the bottom of the sea to test equipment for an oil drill. While they were underwater, the system on their support boat stopped working and the boat started to drift with the tides. As the boat moves, the cables that gave Lemons and Uwasa heat and oxygen stretched too far. Eventually, Lemons' cables broke, leaving him with no air and lost underwater. Imagine this. All darkness in the middle of nowhere, under the sea. Lemons decides which way to go and walks into the unknown. Something, maybe a feeling, an instinct, or just good luck, helps him find the right way. He finally reaches the platform and climbs to the top. He takes his last few breaths and has no choice but to curl up and surrender to nature. He was found 40 minutes later by Uwasa after the boat finally stopped. Remarkably, when Uwasa brought Lemons back to the diving bell where Alcock was waiting, Lemons was still breathing. Normally, the human body can only survive for about 4 to 5 minutes without an oxygen while breathing at a normal pace. Chris Lemons was trapped for about 40 minutes, reportedly having only 5 minutes of air left in his emergency tank. It's believed that he spent 29 of those minutes with no oxygen at all. But how did he survive? At 330 feet below surface, where the extreme pressure compresses the body's tissues and increases oxygen levels, Lemons should have only been able to survive for about 9 to 10 minutes before his organs shut down. But somehow, he emerged from the situation unharmed. As noted in the ending of the movie Last Breath, his miraculous survival still baffles scientists today. Last Breath depicts Lemons slowly losing consciousness as his body struggles to hold on to the little oxygen remaining in his system. After 30 minutes after they first lost contact on the seabed, Uwasa finds him and pulls him to the diving bell, where Alcock gives him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. This closely mirrors the real events behind Last Breath, and remarkably, Lemons did not experience any lasting damage from his close call with death. This rare combination greatly extended his body's ability to survive without additional oxygen, allowing him to go far beyond the typical survival window for humans. Although director Parkinson admits there is no definitive answer, he has had in-depth conversation with neurosurgeons on the subject. He believes that a combination of factors help keep Lemon's vital signs stable. The theory is that if he had more oxygen, he would have continued breathing, his body would have gotten colder, and he would have died from hypothermia. Parkinson explains, but if he had less oxygen, he would have suffocated. So looking at the incredible luck of it all, I personally think he ran out of gas at the exact right moment when his body's temperature was at the perfect point for him to slip into the kind of stasis. Have you watched Last Breath? What do you think about it? What are some of the movies based on true events that you connected with? Off the top of my head, Coach Carter is one. That movie has so much passion and motivation. Another one is Joy, which is one of the reasons I got selling online. Give me some of your suggestions. And as always, thank you for watching and take care.